Many investors are interested in trading the S&P 500 index due to its broad representation of the US stock market. However, they quickly discover that Robinhood, a popular trading platform, does not support direct trading of the SPX. This limitation arises because the SPX is not a tradable security, but rather a market index composed of 500 of the largest publicly traded companies in the United States. The SPX, or the S&P 500 index, serves as a benchmark for the performance of the overall stock market. It includes a diverse range of companies across various sectors, making it a comprehensive indicator of market health. Despite its importance, the SPX itself cannot be bought or sold directly because it is not a single asset, but an index. While you can't trade the SPX directly on Robinhood, there are several effective alternatives to gain exposure to the S&P 500 index. Exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. These are investment funds traded on stock exchanges, much like stocks. They are designed to track the performance of a specific index. Now let's discuss three popular ETFs that mirror the performance of the S&P 500 index. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF, known as SPY, is one of the most widely traded ETFs and seeks to provide investment results that, before expenses, correspond generally to the price and yield performance of the S&P 500 index. Another is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, or VUO, which offers low expense ratios and aims to track the performance of the S&P 500 index by holding all the stocks in the index. Lastly, the iShares Core S&P 500 ETF, known as IVV, is celebrated for its low costs and also seeks to track the investment results of the S&P 500 index. These ETFs can be bought and sold on platforms like Robinhood, just like individual stocks, providing an easy way for investors to gain exposure to the S&P 500. Let's talk about index funds. These are mutual funds designed to replicate the performance of a specific index. While Robinhood primarily focuses on stocks and ETFs, investors can explore index funds on other platforms. Some popular S&P 500 index funds include the Vanguard 500 Index Fund, or VFINX. This fund aims to track the performance of the S&P 500 index by holding the same stocks as the index in roughly the same proportions. There is also the Fidelity 500 Index Fund, known as FXAI. Similar to VFINX, this fund seeks to provide investment results that correspond to the total return of the S&P 500 index. Moving on to options on SPY. For those interested in options trading, Robinhood offers the ability to trade options on the SPDR S&P 500 ETF SPY. Options are financial derivatives that give buyers the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price before a specific date. Trading options on SPY can be a way to speculate on the S&P 500's movements or hedge other investments. In conclusion, although Robinhood does not allow direct trading of the S&P 500 index or SPX, investors can still gain exposure through various alternatives. ETFs like SPY, VOO, and IVV offer convenient and cost-effective ways to invest in the S&P 500. Additionally, index funds available on other platforms and options trading on SPY provide further opportunities to participate in the market movements of the S&P 500. By leveraging these alternatives, investors can effectively incorporate the S&P 500 into their investment strategies.